coffee.
Hi and welcome to the Lennie and Ronnie show. My name is Ronnie.
Hold on.
Oh.
As you know, we normally start this show at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Me and Ronnie have been talking to ourselves for the last 10 minutes. None of the mics were on.
Yeah.
So we've been talking to ourselves for the last 10 minutes. So welcome to the Lennie and Ronnie show for the second time.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've been doing that for the last few months anyway, talking to ourselves. No one else listens to us.
Well, that pretty much explains why we
made no difference.
Why we got no listeners. So anyone who thinks that we're a bit late, no, we've been in the studio, and you know what's even weirder? We've been at our funniest. You should have heard the show we just did. It was so funny. It was hysterical.
Oh, it was really funny.
It was so funny.
What made it funny is just before we went on air, Lennie threw a wobbly.
I threw a wobbly. Oh, what wobbly did I threw?
Well, you stamped your feet and went, yeah.
Oh, Ronnie likes that. Yeah, you know what?
We missed all that. But anyway, just as we got on air, and I was laughing because I could not believe what I saw from Lennie.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he stamped his feet and went,
what Ronnie's saying is absolutely true. I didn't say, I didn't do that, but I didn't punch him. I didn't stamp my feet at all.
You didn't?
No, but I did punch the seat. I did. That's true. I punched the seat. And what, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to ask a fair question to everyone.
Right. Fair question.
A fair question.
Oh wow! Is that FAIR or
everybody wants to tell me that I have got friends. I have got Ronnie, and I say I haven't got Ronnie as a friend. He owes me some money.
Yeah.
And so
I thought I paid you.
This is the question I want to ask you. If Ronnie's such a good friend to me, why was he laughing at my discomfort as something that happened 15 minutes ago, and he's still laughing? That's my good friend.
Well, you know what?
Tell me, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Artistic entertainment. That's what I call it. It's all about the entertainment, entertaining the masses, entertaining the few people we have who listen to us. Well, it's all about entertainment.
How about my integrity? What about my integrity?
Well, you know what? Being short, you don't need integrity.
It's true. Yeah. So what you're saying, Ronnie, short people don't have integrity. Is that what you're saying, Ronnie?
Well,
Ronnie, say that again one more time, Ronnie. Short people, Ronnie. What did you say, Ronnie?
Well, you know what? I shouldn't discriminate because I don't want the short brigade to come chasing me.
Sin said, don't talk about religion, LGBT, and he said short people.
Yeah, that's true.
And you've broken...
Somebody's farted.
It's not. I think it's the...
Oh. Did you hear that?
I did, but I thought...
It's either that or aliens landed.
It sounded like, anyway. So
okay.
How was your week anyway, Ron? You were just telling me about your gyro didn't come, and they were sanctioning you. You never had no money.
This is what I have to kind of say.
Oh, God.
Gyro, that means you've gone back into the future again.
I have. I've got a Back to the Future car, I told you. After I got knocked off my bike, I woke up with this magical power.
Well, you see, the thing is, streamers, I realised that Lennie meant about that, because I thought he had a DeLorean car, and he was driving it back and forwards to the future and back. You know that DeLorean car, what Back to the Future guy gets.
What would really...
obviously, he fell on his head. Now, this is what happened, streamers. He actually got a superpower through that.
So, I'll tell you what would be a really cool superpower is if you could spell DeLorean. Go on.
Well, I can.
Go on and spell it. So, go on, I'm waiting.
Capital D,
small E. Hold on, Ron. Why are you doing your fingers and holding your fingers in the air?
And then it's an L, then it's an O, then it's an R, then it's an E, then it's an N. That's what it is. DeLorean. Yeah. You know?
Okay.
What else what were you going to say about that one?
No, I'm not saying anything about
you. I thought you would give me a clap or an applause.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's true. It's true. Ron, I just had a thought. Why have you got your phone beside you looking at for your phone open? You looked up how to spell DeLorean.
I did not.
You've got no shame.
I did not look up how to spell DeLorean. Never.
You know what the problem is? You went to a rubbish school across the road from your 5-bedroom house.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
So
okay.
You're telling me about your week. Tell me about your week.
Oh, right. Okay. No.
In fact, it doesn't matter. That's enough about you. See, do you want to know about my week, Ron?
Right. I just wanted to say.
Go on.
This is the sort of trait where I always have when I have a discussion with me. He always asks me a question, and then he answers the question he asks me, which is what I always seem to get from Lennie. I've realised that, and I thought to myself, what is that all about?
Well, Ron, you know what I mean to say?
I answer very slowly.
I want you to say before when we was talking, when we was actually.
Am I shouting? Sorry.
No. Yeah. When we were talking.
Yeah.
And we were cut off.
Yeah.
You said that something about a wobbly. I like the way you say it. Do your
Jamaican? Wobbly.
That's it. Do your Jamaican accent again.
You were trying a wobbly, weren't you?
Go on.
You was trying a wobbly then earlier on. You wasn't young.
I got to ask you a question, Ron.
All right,
can I ask you a question, please? How come?
Yeah. There we go.
You've got so many different accents that you do. Sometimes I call you,
Yeah.
and if you're in your office, you say, "Oh, hi,
Yeah.
hi," and then other times you're at home, you say, "Big man, what go on, big man?"
Well,
and then when you with your beautiful wife, you say, "Hello, what are you up to?" Don't you get tired of all these hats you've got to carry on?
Well, that's just about to say.
Please.
It's all about the hats.
Yeah, but
It's all about the hats.
aren't you tired?
Yeah.
Aren't you tired of all these hats, Ron, that you've got to carry?
It's metaphorical. You know.
Yeah, but you change your voice. That's not metaphorical. That's factual. You change your voice. Big man, what I'm big man.
I don't change it like that. I slightly just deviate into a different character,
and then
just to suit the situation what I'm in at the moment. It's like, for example, me saying that, like, I don't know what you just said, big man or whatever I say. But I say that I wouldn't say that if I'm going to a meeting with my colleagues.
You mean white people? Speak the truth, Ron. Speak the truth.
With my colleagues. No, that would be a bit inappropriate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but how about when you answer the phone and you say, "Hi, hi, can I help you? Oh, put that in an email." And I say to you, "Excuse me, can you get Ronnie for me? I don't know who you are, but can you get Ronnie?" And then you say, "It is me. Don't be so silly."
Well,
I say, "Ron."
I've never heard that voice before. But
and then I hear all the doors opening and shutting, and then you say, "Big man." And I say, "Ron, what?" I say, "Ron, some big gay man just had your phone named Kevin."
Well, that's a bit of an inappropriate comment to make. I mean, have you heard? Do you remember what happened to Liam Smith?
Who's Liam Smith?
Well, Liam Smith is the man.
Go on.
Who,
you sure he's a man?
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, he claims to be a man.
Okay.
He's a boxer who beat Chris Eubank Jr. Over the weekend. I mean, their pre-conference thing. And
He's a boxing man, is he?
Yeah, and he alluded to that Chris Eubank was gay.
I don't know nothing about. What's his name?
And
What's
I
his
think
name?
he got himself in trouble then.
Is he called Mick Smith?
Liam Smith.
Oh, Liam Smith.
Liam Smith.
And he fought a fellow called what?
Chris Eubank. You know Chris Eubank Jr.
I know Chris Eubank Senior. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah,
who's been trained by the Gargan.
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr.
Okay, I'm with you.
So he alluded to the fact that Chris may be gay, and he was saying these things about and making some gay slurs. So what I'm saying to you is that the gay brigade could come chasing
Ron,
after you, Lenny.
I just said to you that when I call you and you're with other people, you sound like John Inman from Are You Being Served? Am I allowed to say that?
Well,
yeah.
What is John Inman? What is he? Is he an actor? How would you class him as an actor?
He's a very nice actor that walks on the balls of his feet. He's a very, very nice man.
He walks on the balls of his feet. What does that mean?
That's how he walks. When he walks, his heels don't touch the floor. I don't know what it means.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Maybe he's straight that walk to me.
Okay, hold on a second.
I wish we could have a visual display of this because this is amazing. This is a slur on a particular community.
No, it's not a slur. You asked me to show you how John Inman walks.
Well, yes, that's right.
Anyone who wants to go onto YouTube, put in YouTube.
I think something's happened to the mic. Ah, that's better. Go on.
Put in YouTube.
Yeah. Put in YouTube.
Are You Being Served?
Oh. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I think I've just fixed that.
If anyone wants to hear it, put in YouTube. Are You Being Served?
Yeah.
And you can see how John Inman walks.
Yeah.
Are you guys fighting?
No. The wire moved, and Ronnie just moved it back.
Did you fight or
No.
something?
No. He was demonstrating a walk to me.
Literally, like.
No, I got up and I showed Ronnie.
Bang.
He was demonstrating a walk.
I just got up and done the walk. That was all I did. Is just done the walk.
And I think that was the thing what destroyed the mic a bit.
I didn't destroy anything.
Yeah, so that should be all right, shouldn't it?
I think it's coming from somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hello. Okay, that's fine. So go on, Ron.
Coming from outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You were telling
what was I saying now?
about you told the community not to chase me, even though I didn't do anything.
Well, I'm just saying the slur. Oh yeah, I think what he was trying to do, listeners, he was trying to do the walk.
You know what?
And it was a
Ron, I just want to say I'm really sorry. I just want to say I'm just looking at the screen. I want to say hello to Trixie. We haven't seen you for a long.
Trixie Lee.
We haven't seen
How are you?
We haven't seen you for a long time, Trixie.
Oh wow.
And we wish that you'd come back and engineer us because sin is rubbish.
Trixie Lee.
So go on, carry on with your big story.
Okay,
I wasn't listening, but just carry on.
I can't remember the big story now, but all I'm saying is that it's a slur on a community.
No,
what were you going to say?
John Inman is on TV. He's on
Yeah.
Are You Being Served?
Yeah.
If anyone wants to look at him, he's there.
Yeah.
He's there. He's walking around on the balls of his feet. He's there. I didn't make it up. I'm not
So
slurring.
what does he do? Is he a footballer? He play for Arsenal or something like that?
Yeah. You know what, Ron? You was telling me about your week. We've got to start the show all over again because we just didn't have no sound. Go on.
All right, okay. So anyway.
You were working hard.
Oh, you know, Babylon keep me busy.
No, I don't know.
5 days.
I don't know anything about Babylon.
Well, it keeps me busy. You're saying to me that you know what the definition of work is, and then you tried to explain to me about the definition.
No,
of
I just
work.
said to you, you must be loaded. All that
According to the dictionary, and you said I must be loaded.
You must be loaded. All the work you do. You must be loaded.
But now I'm saying that no, I'm not loaded because the transactional can be quite devastating because the Babylon earns the money and gives me a little piece of the change.
Well, then who's more silly, Ron? You or Babylon?
To be honest with you, probably me.
There you
But
go.
What can I do?
So what you're saying is you're a stupid E.
Well, yeah,
Yeah?
I'm a stupid.
You're a stupid E.
I'm a stupid E.
Yeah, that's what you lot say. You lot can't speak English.
I'm sure that I should every now and again I do try a wobbly, but you know what can I
Ron,
say?
do you want me to tell the listeners how you spoke to the clamping man? You want me to tell Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I've known Ronnie a long time. One time I met Ronnie in Bromley, and while me and Ronnie was talking, Ronnie got clamped. Ronnie got his car clamped. And Ronnie went up to the clamping man, ladies and gentlemen, and you won't believe, you would never ever believe what Ronnie said to the clamping man. Ronnie is probably one of the top 2 nicest men I've ever met in my life, and I mean that sincerely. He is just like Huey Green from Opportunity Knocks.
No,
I mean
Huey
that
Green
since
wasn't a very nice fella.
no, he wasn't, but he said that all the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what Ronnie said to the clamping man when the clamping man gave Ronnie a clamp. Ronnie went right into the clamping man's face, and Ronnie said to the clamping man, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? He said to the clamping man, now,
I don't know
when I say that, ladies and
Can you
gentlemen,
translate that for me, please?
when I say that to you, I promise you, I didn't understand one word Ronnie said to the clamping man. The clamping man looked at me as if to say, what is he saying? I looked everywhere. I was looking for a dog. I looked everywhere. I was looking at Ronnie. Who's seen The Omen? That's how Ronnie was talking to the clamping man like that. I didn't understand one
You know what?
word.
You know what I think? You know, I've just realised something. If you chosen the profession of being a music producer, you'd be the greatest remixer ever.
You think
That
so?
was an incredible
So hold on,
remix.
hold on.
An
Let's just be
incredible
clear. So you didn't. Well, tell me what you said to him, and you tell me what
I
you
don't
think.
need to say what I said because I think it's just.
You don't know what you
Let me
said.
tell you why?
Because
Listeners,
the devil was in you, Ron. The devil was in you.
I might as well go with that remix. I don't even think R. Kelly could do a better remix than that.
R. Kelly.
Fantastic.
R. Kelly.
It's fantastic.
You know what, Ron? So come on. Your week was good.
Yeah,
Your
my
week
week
was
was
good.
fantastic. Yeah.
Fantastic. You just said Babylon had you had to
Well,
work. Now
you
it's
know what?
fantastic.
The thing is, when I say it's fantastic, because at the end of the day, I did get paid at the end of the month. I was able to pay my bills. So yeah, it was. I was able to give my wife the money what she wants.
Do you mean she took it?
Well, no, she didn't take it.
You sure?
She didn't take it.
You sure? Are you sure?
No, she didn't take it. We have a partnership. So yes, we understand each other in turn financially. So there's no thing about taking it. But I think you're an incredible remixer. I think.
You think I'm a good
Trixie,
remixer?
You think you should get him a job producing some of your stuff and some of these up and coming artists. You could get some great remixes from Lennie. Fantastic. Right.
So, do you think we should begin the show for the third time
Well,
and
you know what? I think we
actually start talking about what we're meant to be talking about?
I think we should. You know what?
Tell me.
You know what?
What we're gonna wing it again?
It's cold.
We're gonna wing
It's
it,
really cold today.
and people are gonna tell us how we just keep banging on about different subjects and never stay on the same
No,
subject.
it's really cold today. And you know, what did you think about the weather today?
The weather.
Yeah.
What happened to the weather?
I mean, I know you drive around in your car and you probably hardly step out your car. You probably go to driving
Let me tell you,
takeaways, driving banks. You don't come out your car, but
Now is the best time,
every
Ron.
now and again when you come out your car, do you feel the weather?
No, I think now is the best time to get in the hot tub. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah, it's got hot tub.
40 degrees.
The middle
A nice a nice Chateau Petrus.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then put the television on and watch. Let's have a look. What was I? Oh, Gangs of London. I was watching
Right.
today.
So you went into your
Yeah.
you went into your hot tub.
Right.
You had a what? Chateau? Is that a
No,
drink?
a red bottle of wine, Chateau Petrus.
And who provided this for you, by the way? You get somebody you got a maid, or you got somebody
Well,
who does this stuff for you?
Oh! See, Ronnie, you're being cunning
I
again.
don't know.
You're being cunning.
I don't know. I mean, you're sitting in the tub. All right, I tell you, you get the Chateau, you put it at the side, I don't know how hot tub works. Do you put water in it, or the water's already there? I don't know. 'Cause
So-
I'm from a humble. I'm from the ends.
You're from a 5-bedroom.
Yeah, I'm from the ends.
Right, you know what, Ron? Let's get on with the show now because you're getting a bit
Well,
cunning. You're getting cunning. You're getting cunning.
All right, I'm just trying
Hold
to
on.
find out.
Let's hold on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the. Hold on. What's this say? What's this? This is a list of what I need to get the shoplifters to get. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong.
Oh,
sorry,
right,
Ron.
okay.
That's Ron. That's the wrong. Ron, you give me the wrong bit of paper.
No, that's all right. It's okay. It's
No.
okay.
Hold on. What do you say? The shoplifters need to get what for you?
All
You
right.
need some meat and some meat and some
Well,
washing tablets.
The problem, I'm from the ends.
What ends?
So,
What
yeah,
ends, Ron?
Well, I come from the ends, so these things would never happen. I would never do these things. But so you have to see with Lennie. Lennie tries to remix stuff. He's fantastic at that. I think he's Mr. Choice there, Mr. Chance. Anyway,
I can chop
I'm
it.
cold.
I can chop it up with the best of them and sin. I can chop it up with sin.
Yeah. Oh God, I know you can chop it up.
Well,
Is that a butcher?
I don't know what chop. I don't know.
okay.
Maybe I work in a kitchen.
What did you say that about? So what do you mean by chopping it up? Then?
I don't know because Sin always says he's on Sin's website. It always says Sin's chopping it up with someone.
So is he a part-time butcher then?
I thought he was just working in a kitchen. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Chopping
All
it
right.
up.
Okay.
I always wondered. I asked him 3 or 4 times what it is, and I think he either corrects me or he tells me. I think chopping
So
is
maybe
talking.
the clue is who's he
Street-
chopping it with?
I think it's street talk. Like you keep saying ends.
Okay.
Sin's chopping. I think it's either playing music or talking.
So he's chopping music, but what is it?
I don't
What are
know.
you chopping
I've
the music
got no idea. He just
Oh,
says it. I
okay,
think it sounds really cool.
All right, yeah, I'll use that word then. So we're chopping in the radio station today, aren't we?
Well, you can chop as much as you want. I'm just talking. I'm not involved in any chopping business. You want the police to come and arrest me for chopping?
All right. I thought if you're chopping
No.
cool, it'd be good.
No.
But anyway,
No.
get back to the subject.
Back to the subject. What's the subject?
I'm cold. You're cold, aren't you?
But you know what, Sin? Sin should stop making us work outdoors, Ron.
Well,
He's always trying to save money.
well, I know, but I mean, he's got to pay us, isn't it? Well,
He's got to pay us.
Well,
Is
not
that
like
something new? Is that a new concept?
well, that's not you. I don't think you get paid, but I do, and he probably needs to pay us. So it saves the bills, isn't it? Saves electricity or whatever. But anyway, I'm cold. You're cold.
We're all cold.
You know what? I just saw an article which was interesting, and I actually saw it today. So I thought, let me just put it into the show. It was about the national grid. They said they're going to pay households to use less electricity.
It makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, they said they want to cut down electricity, so because they don't want to be using a coal-fired generator as the standby.
Well, you know what, Ron? So because you've said that. Hold on, I'm just turning my heating down.
Yeah, turn it down.
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh right, so this is another middle-class twat
Look, see
gadget.
See what that says?
Oh, okay.
Zone 2.
Oh, zone 2. Wow.
Look
So
at
can't
that
you say room 2 then?
No, it's not. It's the bottom. It's the bottom of the house. It's zone 2.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Zone.
Can you
What's
see
that?
the temperature on zone 2?
Yeah, yeah.
You see what it is?
Yeah, 23.5,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm putting it down straight away. So, Ron,
Wow.
it
So
is.
who's living there now? Is it about your wife? What's your wife said?
Well, no, I don't think. Maybe my son's in, but no one else is in.
Oh, because if your girlfriend was there, she'd turn it straight back up again.
Yeah, but
wouldn't she?
I didn't turn off zone 1 or 3.
Oh, right.
I just
so
done
zone. So when's the last time you went to zone 1 or zone 2?
Well, Ron, we're getting too zoney here. We're going to talk about the national grid.
All right, sorry,
Right.
yeah.
So
All
the
right.
point I'm making, what I wanted to say to you is it's a fascinating subject that
Yeah.
you just said, and to that end, I saw a story yesterday on,
Yeah.
on Sky News, which to me was disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who knows about this, it says that the electricity boards forced their way into people's houses
Yeah.
and put meters in.
What, the pay-as-you-go
Yeah,
type
that's
things?
it. They
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah.
and the judges are letting them doing it. They're giving them permission to do it. So that means you could just walk in your house, Ron. They could just walk in your house when you're not there, when you're doing whatever you're doing, and they force their way in. They just put a meter there.
I suppose if you're not paying the bills, they're saying, well, we're going to put something in.
Yeah, but then that means that so there's damage here, damage there, and they coming in. I think that's distressing.
Well, that is. It's very distressing.
And the
It's
judge,
almost like a police state. that,
yeah,
isn't it?
the judges are giving the companies permission to do that, but the companies are saying it's a last resort, and people are complaining it's been done to them, and they've not received any letters, no warnings, nothing. They're just coming home, and these things have been done to them.
And those things are very expensive, apparently. To have the pay-as-you-go type meter is more expensive than having a
Yeah, but I think
monthly or a
I think that's the point of it. It's only people that I think
or can't afford it.
yeah, who are behind on bills that get that.
Yeah.
So it baffles me that the National Grid want to pay people when everything they're doing is about clawing money and they want to give money away. But I suppose it's probably going to be a credit, isn't it? They're not going to give any
Yeah, it's
money
a
away.
credit, yeah,
it's
they're
going to be a
probably,
credit.
Because I think they're talking about only people who have the what's those electrical credit things.
What?
The display units. What do they call them?
Oh, I've got one of a smart meter.
Yeah, smart meter. So
I've got a smart meter.
It's only people who've got smart. Well, you're a middle class fella. I don't think they'll be.
Yeah, you know what, Ron? Can we do a slight digression? Anyone who's listening out there, I'm being told by Sin, the main man who owns this place, and I've been told by Ronnie that I'm a middle class twat.
Yeah.
And I've been told that I should stop pretending I'm working class.
Yeah.
And I'm a middle class twat. So, has anyone listening to this got any thoughts on what makes a middle class twat? I'm from Bermondsey.
Yeah.
Ronnie's from some foreign place called Catford. Yeah, where black people apparently had 5-bedroom houses in the 70s during the Thatcher years, and Sin's house is bigger than Buckingham Palace, but I'm being called middle class.
Okay.
So anyone who's listening, anyone who's got any ideas about what the difference is middle class and why I'd be a middle class twat coming from Bermondsey, I used to have to share a toilet and a bathroom with 3 other families when I was growing up. So back to what you said, Ron. But anyone with any ideas, please WhatsApp or email or whatever, because Ronnie and Sin are telling me I'm middle class, and I don't think that's the case.
So you want to know what is a middle class twat?
Yeah, why would I be?
So if somebody says, for example, oh, I'm going to go into my hot tub with my was it?
Chateau Petrus. Chateau Petrus.
And so you wouldn't be a middle class twat if you was doing that then?
Well, all I can tell you about the Chateau Petrus is I watched a programme with Quincy Jones, and he was talking about, what's his name, on the Black Caesar?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've forgotten his name now.
So Quincy Jones, Quincy Jones said that the Black Caesar put lemonade in Chateau Petrus. Yeah. So I said, let me have a Google of Chateau Petrus. Yeah. And I thought, oh, if it's good enough for Quincy, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, but
I should buy 6.
Yeah.
That's all. No more, no less.
And I guess they're not like £5.99 a bottle, I'm sure.
How much they cost is neither here nor there.
Oh, okay.
Neither here nor there. I just thought to myself, well, let me try and be like Quincy for a little while. Let me try and see if I can play the role to see what the universe has got for me in the future. Let me see if I can make myself, as Fat Larry would say, let me see if I can act like I know.
So you want to act like you was acting middle class for a bit when you...
Quincy's not middle class, Ron.
So that means that I'm talking about yourself. So that hot tub, you've rented it then. It's something where you're not keeping forever, is it? It's a rented...
Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear Ronnie's trying to goad me.
I don't know.
He's trying to goad me.
No, I'm just asking.
Who rents a hot tub?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I just wondered if it's a rented hot tub. What is it, Chateau, whatever, Petrucci, whatever it is. That's,
no, you know what, Ron? It's called. It's called Chateau Red Stripe.
All right,
yeah, so it's called Chateau Red Stripe.
So you bought it on tick, have you? Chateau Red Stripe, or whatever it is.
You know what, Ron?
So you've not paid for it yet.
Right, so we're back to the national grid now, because as you can hear, ladies and gentlemen, Ronnie's trying to goad me.
I'm just asking a question.
He's trying to goad me.
I'm just asking a question.
And it's incredible. I'm being goaded by a man who was brought up in a 5, 4, 3, 2. Anyone who's grew up in the 1970s in a 5-bedroom house, please send me a WhatsApp.
I'm hearing jealousy here.
That's right.
I probably would have said, oh, somebody's opened the door. I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, Sin. It's really cold. There's a really breeze coming in here. It's not. It's warm in here.
Yeah, I think what it is just that he needs to pay us. So if he turns on the heat, it's fine.
Is there a radiator beside you? Put your hands on it.
There's no radiator.
Sin's telling us that the room's warm, but
yeah. And Lenny, just do some exercises. Sit-ups, press-ups, star jumps, do loads of stuff. We'll be all right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But anyway, so your figure is a bit strange that the government's offering discounts for people to cut their electricity off,
right?
Reduce their electricity use.
If I was in my house, Ron, and there's some overweight white man, skinny white man come in and tell me, "Oh, where you come to do your meter," they're not going to be seen again like the Bermuda Triangle.
So hold on a second. So can you explain what's going to happen to them?
Yeah, because I'm going to just go on with craziness. And if they ever got me to court, I would just make up a fantastic story. But I was bathing my granddaughter, and they were looking at her and licking their lips or something. But for sure, you can't just swan in people's houses, Ron. Haven't they known that white people, the English say, an Englishman's house is his castle?
Yeah, of course, I've got a castle.
What? How would the judges sanction in that, Ron?
Yeah.
Because you just don't know what people are doing. You can't swan into people's houses like that. With police presence or not, you can't just swan in.
Like you said, it's a police state these days, isn't it?
I didn't say it. You said it. I don't believe it.
It's a police state.
I didn't say nothing about no police state. Ron, you know what? You're mean. Ronnie, you've turned really mean. What's happened to you?
I don't think I'm mean.
You know what, Ron? I want the old Ronnie back because you're just mean.
I'm not.
I
think I'm very cool, and I'm what you call evolved.
Ron, you know what?
I've evolved.
Am I allowed to tell the listeners what you told me about yourself when I first met you? Or are you going to say I'm remixing and I'm lying?
Well, I think I probably best not really. I tell you why.
Ooh.
I tell you why, because all it is going to be a remix, and it's going to be like.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have to try.
Okay. Listeners,
and then I'm going to try and.
I'm going to put it the best way I can, listeners.
Plain.
Ronnie is one of the nicest men I've ever met.
Here we go.
Sincerely, one of the nicest men I've ever met. Every single month, I wait for Ronnie to turn on me and to throw something in my face that I've said to him over the last. He never has. When I first met Ronnie, he was just so nice. So nice. He's helpful. He does things because he wants to and he cares.
Probably why he's got a wife and you ain't.
Oh, okay. Sin.
Oh.
Anyone who didn't hear that, I'll repeat that. Sin said. Sin just came in, he burst in like Starsky and Hutch, and he said, "That's probably why."
Starsky or Hutch, you mean?
Well, I don't think Sin's tall enough to be any of them. But then again, sometimes Sin does wear high-heel shoes, doesn't he, Ron? So Sin just burst in and said, "That's why Ronnie has got a wife and you ain't Lennie."
Right. Listen.
So I was going to say, no, I haven't finished what I was going to say. Let me finish.
I was going to ask you a question about something, but go on, Karen.
So Ronnie's really, really nice. And when I first met Ronnie, my first or second meeting, we were talking, and Ronnie told me something which in later years I just took for granted, but he told me it was a joke. And Ronnie told me not to say. He told me he's just gonna befuddle you listeners if I tell you. So I'm not going to tell you, but I might do another time.
Yeah.
I might not care about Ronnie's feelings and thoughts.
Yeah, that's cool.
Typical Jamaican.
Well, I was going to say,
savage.
Just to change the subject a little bit, I don't know what the Jamaicans got to do.
Jamaican big friend.
Well, I was
Sorry.
going to...
Go on. Jamaican waste man. Go on.
Yeah, there was something...
What are you going to say? You want to know the nearest place to get a gyro? The DS. You want to know the DSS
right,
place?
Now, this means you've gone back into the future again, or you've gone back into whatever, is it? Or is it back into the past, they say, not back to the future. No,
No,
back to the future.
Back to the future.
Yeah, back to the future.
Come on, what is it you want to ask me? Ask me. Tell me.
Have you watched Black Mafia Family, the documentary?
Yes, I've watched the documentary and the drama.
What did you think about the documentary?
Well, I've been reading about them for a long, well, quite a few years, maybe 15 years.
15 years?
Something like that. I've been reading it. Well, anything to do with criminals. I love any criminal who's successful. And even more interesting is how the police caught them.
Yeah.
So I know that the actual dramatisation with Meech's son playing Meech is, as it says at the beginning, a lot of a lot of that didn't happen. But what is clear is he was. I have been watching it. Yes, I have been watching it, and it's one of the better ones. But anything to do with 50 Cent is going to be like a Hank Hype Williams video. Is going to be really sharp and crisp, and you see how they dress in it. The music is phenomenal. The location is phenomenal. It really captures. Oh, you know what? I tell you what captures the essence better. Snowfall.
Oh, you think Snowfall captured?
Yeah, Snowfall. The soundtrack in Snowfall. But then again, I suppose it's different areas,
it's the
isn't
80s,
it?
isn't it? Yeah,
but
that's the 80s.
It's different areas as well.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles, isn't it?
But Snowfall, the way they dress, the music they're playing. I love it. I think
that's coming out. The last one's coming out.
Yeah,
the series coming out.
I've watched them all.
But I was going to say about the documentary. I did watch the documentary.
Yeah, I've watched it,
and that was fascinating. I mean, the fact that these two brothers and what the empire they built, and hardly any bodies were dropped in that empire. But the thing what was sad about it, I don't know if it's sad. Yeah, it's sad in this. I think it's sad.
Go on.
Is that they both had their faults, and the faults what they had got them 30 years. Which they didn't deserve anyway.
Well, it's a group enterprise. It is more than two people working for you, and the amount of drugs they brought in. They brought more drugs into America than Dudus and Frank Matthews, and they brought a lot of drugs in. Ron. They made a lot of money. Did you not see how he hired?
But there was no murders involved.
No, there was a couple, but not related to them.
Yeah, not to them. Yeah.
They didn't actually do it, but around them, if they weren't there, the murders probably would not have happened.
You never know.
Well, the people, no, it isn't, because if his brother wasn't seeing someone else's wife.
I wasn't thinking about. I know you're talking about the drama, aren't you?
No, in real life, something
I
like
didn't
yeah,
see
no,
that
no.
They spoke about something in the documentary.
There was a shooting outside a pub, and Meech was held. They said that Meech done it, but he didn't. He wasn't even there. It was someone else that did it. He didn't even carry a gun at that stage. Yeah. So no, if he wasn't there, so they got some prison, and the other one, not Meech, the other one has been let out on compassionate grounds.
Yeah, because of COVID.
Terry, but Meech is still inside, and Meech is on the phone.
Yeah, he's on 29. I think he's going to come out in 29, I think. But the thing is, what was interesting about that is what they got caught out for, because the Terry was the one who never really did anything in terms of he never went partying.
But Terry was talking on the phone. That's
right. So his one was that, which what's his name wouldn't do.
Yeah, Meech wouldn't do it.
But the thing is, they got caught because of Meech's exposing himself to all the partying and all that. And
did you see how much money he done in one night?
And promoting BMF.
You know what, Ron? We've got to stop this. What's that? So we're on National Grid.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're drifting.
No. It's promoting BMF, right? So what happened there was that it just sort of made everything sort of like highlight the police. It made the police realise what was going on.
Well, I thought that he done it reasonably well, promoting music.
Yeah, but he used the BMF and everybody.
That's fine.
Yeah,
he's still promoting. I mean, Puff Daddy and them people do all kind of. I mean, they don't promote any gangs. Well.
Yeah, but BMF was linked to the drugs trade, and that's the thing. That was the problem.
The police didn't even know about the BMF on. They didn't even know about them until well, you know what happened? Betrayers.
Yeah.
Betrayers, you know.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what I said. When somebody stopped one of them and said, "Oh, I can tell you about BMF," boom, that's it. But anyway, that was the reason. Anyway,
right,
I just thought that was interesting. I thought for people who were interested in that type of thing, you could watch that documentary. Because it was a really good
I'm really surprised that a person who had a 5-bedroom house watches those kind of programs.
Oh yeah, I do.
And especially, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't hear me the first time, I was with Ronnie. We're having a nice lunch, or we're talking in Bromley 10 years ago, and Ronnie's car got clamped. And Ronnie ran over to the clamping man. I actually thought.
Did you say that before? Or is that when we?
No, I'm saying it again. I want to say it again. I'm repeating it again, just in case because people think I'm not telling the truth. Ronnie ran over to the clamping man, and I was a bit scared because Ronnie's a nice man. I thought Ronnie was going to beat up the clamping man. And Ronnie said to the clamping man, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear it the first time, second time on live radio, Ronnie said to the clamping man, like Dick Dastardly and Muttley, that kind of thing. And I still don't know what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, listen.
I'm all ears.
Something else I wanted to speak to you about.
Oh, here we go. Listen.
Is I was reading something about words we speak, and something was talking about where they wanted to banish in 2023 phrases what people say. Right. Now I can tell you there's 10 phrases there what people say which they don't like. People don't like. I'll tell you what the ones are. Can you tell me what they are?
Tell me. No, I don't know what they are. I've got no idea.
Right.
I don't know. Disgusting and dirty.
No.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
Well, goat is one of them.
What's goat?
Goat is greatest of all time.
Oh, right, okay.
The goat. Everybody says the goat.
I didn't know the goat until you told me about 3 weeks ago.
I'll tell you another one. And let me see if you've heard this one before. It is what it is.
I don't even know what that means. It sounds like a pack of rubbish.
Have you heard anybody say that to you?
Well, if anyone said that phrase to me, it is what it is, I would assume they've got nothing to say, they don't know what they're talking about, and they're baffled.
Well, maybe it's just that they
No, it's a rubbish phrase, and anyone says it is what it is, my answer would be what? It is what it wasn't. It is what it shouldn't be.
Okay, what about irregardless?
Irregardless?
Yeah.
I didn't know that word. My dad used to say regardless.
Yeah.
Not
irregardless.
No, I've never heard that before.
All right.
That just sounds like either some...
I'm sure you've heard this one. Does that make sense?
Does that... Oh, Sin... Oh, my God. Sin says it all the time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Does that make sense?
Oh,
yeah.
Sin says it all the time. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Great.
Okay, next one.
Go on.
Absolutely.
As opposed to what?
That's it. Just absolutely. That's another word. Absolutely. Have you heard anybody say that?
That's not too bad.
No.
No, absolutely means completely. I agree. Yes.
So you're happy with somebody saying absolutely?
No, I don't listen to people when they start getting all. When people start getting all verbose and putting in words that they don't need to, I switch off.
Can I add one word?
Sin's here, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk into the mic? Do you want to talk into the mic? Yeah, talk into the mic.
This is the ultimate one.
Whenever you're ready.
Obviously.
Obviously, everybody says obviously.
I hate that one. 'Cause most of the time when they say it, it really is not obvious.
Yeah, yeah, but it's just a word to cover everything or to fill in. It's a filler.
Weird one.
It's a filler.
It's a weird
Yeah,
one
yeah,
how
yeah,
they
yeah.
use it.
Yeah. But the next one is amazing.
So what's wrong with amazing? You never heard Amazing Grace?
Well, not like that.
How
It's like
sweet
amazing.
the
It's
sound.
like somebody who says, "Oh, Lenny, you're amazing."
Yeah, I hear that a lot, Ron. I hear that a lot in the mornings, you know,
All right,
or at
yeah.
night time. Women say, "Hey, Lenny." I say, "Yeah, baby." They say, "You're amazing."
Is this a recording?
Oh, right, you got jokes.
No,
You got
no,
jokes.
I'm
Okay.
just wondering what you mean
You
when
know
you say
what?
that.
I don't know what you've done with the nice Ronnie, whoever you
Alright.
are, but can you bring him back?
Okay, moving forward. That's another one.
Well, I would assume that everything happening is moving forward, but I
Right. So
suppose
you don't like that phrase, or you do like
no,
it?
moving forward is one of those buzzwords that people in business would say.
All right. This one I've never heard. Quiet quitting. Have you heard that before?
Quiet quitting.
Quiet
You know what, Ron? These words that you're saying, they might become from them Americans, because you know there's no American language, and Americans make stuff up like gotten.
Well, yeah, some of them could be. It could be from. What next one is? Well, I've heard this word, gaslighting.
Well, gaslighting is from the play, isn't it? From a play in the 40s or
Yeah,
30s. It's
yeah.
from a play, and it's a pack of rubbish again. It's just that some Americans just say mad stuff like passive aggressive.
Yeah, and inflection point. I've never heard that one.
Inflection point. I mean, I know what an inflection is.
Yeah.
I don't know what an inflection point is, and they want to ban them.
Yeah, they're the words I want to banish into 2023. I think it's been said a
Well,
lot.
I guess that you're lucky you're a Jamaican, because Jamaicans don't speak very good English. They just speak.
Again, I'm not sure what the link is, but
Because all this language they want to ban won't affect you, Ron. When you're saying new brand shoe and flim, it won't bother you.
I think that's really, you know what.
Tell me.
You've been warned not to really do any. Say
It's
anything
true.
against the
It's true.
Jamaicans,
I have.
haven't
To the Jamaican community,
you? Yeah.
I apologise. I
If
take
I
that
tell
back.
the Jamaican community where we are, I mean, they might be waiting outside the door for you.
You know what, Ron? I can easily stop them. I just get a barrel, cut it in half, and leave it outside, and everyone just start bogling and doing a barbecue.
wow.
That's easy to stop them.
Oh wow.
I just sprinkle some empty tins of Tennant around there and put a barber shaver.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, 2023 are the ones. I can tell you that 2022 I can give you a few phrases of what's said in 2022, which they hope has been successfully banished. One of them is "No worries, mate."
Who says that, Ron?
You say that, don't you? No worries, mate.
You heard me say the word
If
mate.
somebody sort of
You heard me. You sound like some
if
Australian,
somebody
Ron.
bangs in the side of your car, you say, no worries, mate. It's all right. Don't worry about it. You know.
Ron, why are you sounding like an Australian?
And the other one is "You're on mute."
Oh, that's. I say that to my daughter all the time. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Yeah, that's right. And then the next one is, "Wait, what?"
No, I don't say that.
You don't say that?
No, that's a rubbish
wow.
one.
Okay, well that's
tosh.
They said it was banished, successfully banished. So obviously people don't say it anymore.
Who-
So I just said obviously. Look.
Well,
Obviously.
I did say that you don't speak English at the best of times.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. This story I didn't really want to say.
Go on, tell me the story you
But
didn't want to say.
it's the reason why I'm saying it is because
Go on.
this week I saw
Go on.
news report regarding the Jamaican Prime Minister when he talked about giving out capital punishment to.
Can I just tell you,
to-
I learned the Jamaican national anthem this week.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Can I just do a little bit of you?
You gonna sing it?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a
Oh,
little
fantastic.
bit.
Go
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Mr. Loverman, kill him with it. Mr. Loverman, kill him with it. Go on, what was you going to say?
Well, that's very disrespectful of the Jamaican national anthem to say that. Shabba Ranks is not doesn't sing the national anthem. So sorry about that, Jamaicans. Really apologise.
No, seriously, I did learn it.
What are the words?
No, seriously. Those pirates try to rob I.
Oh wow! You know, again, it's. But anyway,
Go on,
as
tell
I said,
me. What did he say?
I felt
All
was-
seriousness.
What I felt was that it was a major step forward with the Jamaican Prime Minister
Go on.
implementing capital punishment to people who commit murder. I think that's a good step forward.
Capital punishment.
Yeah, and
He's going to kill people.
well,
That's
it's not-
capital punishment, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but it's good. And
I'm confused. He's changed the law to say that he's going to kill people who murder. Have I got that right, Ron? I'm just asking what you said. I'm confused.
yeah, and also
And you're happy about
life
that?
means life as well, which is good. And I think the reason why I'm saying that is because this week another British man was shot dead days after attending his mother's funeral in Jamaica. And I think it's
I didn't see that, Ron. You didn't send that to me.
So it's good to hear that, and apparently is another suspected contract killing, which unfortunately followed the young man from Manchester, no, from West London, wasn't it?
Ron, so they've changed in the law in Jamaica, and they're going to bring back capital punishment.
Yeah.
Or they're making the laws harsher for murder and capital murder.
Yeah, just to stop this incredible, I don't know what's going on down there. We all hope and pray that things can get better in Jamaica.
That's not possible, Ron.
Yeah,
it's not possible.
So we hope. But let's end on a lighter note. That was just something I wanted to speak of. Actually, there's the story which I heard, and I think it's something what you would be interested in, Lenny. I know you'll be interested.
Is it football?
It's about.
Is it football?
Actually, it's about singers. I always talked about it before, but what they've actually said, Harry Styles is now the new Michael Jackson. He's the king of pop. He's now seen as an icon. Now, the thing is about Harry Styles, I've heard of him, but I have to be honest, I don't know any of his songs. I don't know if you do.
No, but
You
Ron, you're a 50-something-year-old grandfather. Why would you hear of Harry Styles, Ron?
I don't know. I just heard this story and I thought it'd be interesting because I know you like your music and I know you like your singing.
Yeah, I like my music, but don't tell me about Harry Styles, Ron. Me and you're going to fight.
Well, Harry... Do you know what Harry Styles is?
I see pictures of a cute-looking white man with big collars on and some flared trousers, and looks like Shag. Who's from Scooby-Doo? Fred. He looks like a real version of Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Well, there's a lot of women out there who love Harry Styles.
We're not disputing whether women love him. We're not disputing that. We're not disputing.
And they say he's a natural successor to Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. Good one, Ron. Good story, Ron. Thanks for that, Ron. A good story.
So that made me think about who are the top modern day singers, and I was thinking, because I've come from a different era, so there's lots of singers what I would mention, but I've noticed that when they talk about the modern day singers, there's I've got eight here which they talk about.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go on. Harry Styles, go on.
The eight they've got Miley Cyrus. You've heard of Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, that's Billy Ray Cyrus. Don't tell my heart, my achy. Go on.
She's one of Beyonce. Obviously, you know about Beyonce.
I saw a picture of Beyonce yesterday.
Yeah.
She's done some show, the first show in about 6 years, 5 years.
Yeah, she got about 24 million for that.
Yeah, she's
Dubai. But
well, I think that they probably should give her 24 million because it looks like there's two of her now.
Wow.
I don't know what to say, Ron. When I saw her,
you know what? You know what her husband is? He's a gangster. You know.
Who, Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Well, he's an interesting fellow, and I always wonder. Half the people.
So be careful what you say about his wife.
Half the people say that Jay-Z was a top drug dealer, and half the people say he's a faker.
Well,
the bottom line is he's a billionaire, or he's very close to it, so he's got some sort of savvy. And
like I said, be careful what you say about.
I think he's an interesting fella.
All right.
All I said was the last time I saw Beyonce, I thought, wow, she's hot like Mary J. Blige in her time, and I saw a picture of her yesterday, and I thought, wow. I looked at it; it said Beyonce opened something, so I made the iPad bigger, and I put my glasses on, and I said, ah. That's all I could say.
Right.
Well, go on, it's a Beyonce. So,
Lady Gaga.
Next one, Ron.
Taylor Swift.
Don't be silly.
Katy Perry. These are the modern day singers, the best.
I don't know them, so I can't tell you nothing.
Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, Rihanna. Now, so I thought, okay, that's the modern day singers. These are the ones who are the great ones. Now it says, who are the best vocalists of all time? And they have the list.
Frustrated with finding the right mastering for your song to a professional commercial standard? New Balance Studios London, UK consists of a combination of great engineers and unique portfolio of vintage and state-of-the-art equipment. New Balance Studios are currently becoming a leader in audio mastering. We also give you 3 options of masters to choose from. So try us now from £70 onwards at www.newbalancestudios.com.
Town Records and Playmakers Management present Smiley with the new EP